Honors embedded experience, speech behavior in budgies. The budgerigar, or budgie, Melopsicatus undulatus, is a wild bird species native to Australia. They became domesticated and are now commonly found in pet stores all over the world. They are naturally green and yellow, with black markings, but as they became domesticated, they were bred for other colorations, including white, blue, and gray. Unfortunately, budgies, similarly to goldfish, are often bought as decoration, even though they are extremely intelligent. This causes them to have a lifespan in captivity that is similar to that of those in the wild, with wild budgies living for about 4 to 6 years and domesticated 5 to 8, which is unlike many other wild to domesticated species, where domesticated species usually live much longer. Budgies that are allowed to fly, exercise, and get a lot of interaction with their owners often live much longer, with records showing around 15 to 20 years. Budgies are also very underappreciated when it comes to their ability to mimic human speech. They can talk as well as, if not better than, many other species of parrot, but there can be instances where budgies and other parrot species never show signs of mimicry. My male budgie, Poof, is able to say a lot of different words and phrases. But this ability to replicate complex sounds is rare and is only found in parrots, songbirds, and hummingbirds. Of these, parrots show a very advanced vocal mimicry when it comes to non-human animals. A study found that the parrot brain contains a song system within a song system. The parrot core song system, the inner system, is similar to the song systems in hummingbirds and songbirds, but the shell song system, the outer system, is unique to parrots. It was also discovered that the core with basic shell regions were found in New Zealand Key, which represented one of the only living species with a base divergence with all other parrots. This implied that parrots evolved this vocal system within a system learning at least 29 million years ago. Lastly, there are relative size differences in the core and shell regions among parrot species. This could suggest the range of differences between vocal and cognitive abilities within parrots. Overall, this information has further developed the understanding of vocal abilities in birds and why parrots are proficient mimickers. Of the many parrot species, budgies have a good ability to mimic human speech. They also have been shown to mimic only with social interaction. Lots of research on this topic has been done by Irene Pepperberg, a scientist most noted for her studies in animal cognition, particularly in relation to parrots. Her research showed that there was a significant role that social interaction likely plays in vocal production learning. Another study further backed this research. In this study, budgies were trained to produce calls to a combination of auditory and visual cues that were specifically related to different stimuli. However, the budgies could not learn to associate different vocal responses with different auditory stimuli coming from the same area. This also occurred when using the bird's own contact call, when the auditory stimuli and the responses were the same. So, even in a highly controlled operant study, acoustic cues alone were not enough to support vocal production learning in budgies. This behavior can be seen in my parrot Poof. For example, when my mother and I talk to one another in front of him, he does not really pay attention to what we are saying and will often start mimicking speech that he has already learned or doing something else bird-related. This is also the case when the radio is on. He does not pay attention to it or repeat any of the songs or ads that come on throughout the day, as we often leave it on for them. However, when my mom or I talk directly to him, he is very fixated on us and what we are saying to him.
Hello, Tiny Poof. You're such a good bird. I love you so much.
Poof can then repeat a lot of the words or phrases that we teach him. This supports the studies that show a need for social interaction in order to learn. However, there are also constraints to his mimicking ability. 8 budgies were trained to perform asynchronous tapping tasks where they pecked a key to the rhythm of an audiovisual metronome stimuli. The budgies showed evidence of entertainment to external stimuli over a variety of tempo ranges. However, they were most inclined to tap to faster tempos that had a similar time scale to their natural vocalization rhythm. This can also be represented by my budgie Poof. He will bob his head up and down in a few different speeds, but most often at a relatively fast pace. He also enjoys certain songs I play on the piano more than others, as indicated by his faster head bobbing to faster songs.
Ready? Beethoven?
This is most notable, though, in his mimicking, where you can see that he often talks in a fast pace. This speed is what we have learned to communicate to him, as he is more likely to repeat words or phrases that are in this faster-paced tempo similar to his natural rhythm. We have tried to teach him things that are slower, such as certain songs, but it takes him a much longer time to learn it and repeat it, and sometimes he even chooses to never repeat it. This may very well be caused by Budgie's preference to tempos that are faster and have similar time scale to their natural vocalizations. Overall, through these studies, we can see that there are many different components to a parrot's speech and learning abilities.